Thanks, Pat. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for joining us here on a beautiful Saturday night.
I felt I need to do something since I'm not doing the ones and twos this week.
Oh, yeah, you feel a little left out?
I did feel a little left out.
You take a week off and you forget how to do everything.
I got to learn on the fly, you know.
Oh, thank you, Chris, for coming back. We needed you, baby.
I'm back.
We subbed out Pepsi for you again this week.
The numbers are just...
because it just feels like I can't hear myself, but I'm okay.
I can hear you pretty well.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
But if you sit in that seat, though, you got to jerk that mic around all day.
No, Pepsi did me wrong last week.
Oh, baby, this is Samuel Adams Cold Snap. I got to see how much calories in these bad boys, but...
It's worth every calorie, right?
It feels like it's worth
Good to the last drop.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for joining
If
us.
you
on
see
the
Peter
beautiful
did a
Saturday night.
3
You got
a.m.
Chris
run
McGraw
today.
on the ones and the twos. Pat Lynch coming in hot. Looking, no, I like the sweater, Pat. I'm not going to lie. You came out today. You look crisp, clean. You do look like a 40-year-old dad.
That Ham's hat, oh, baby.
I look like I just rolled out of bed. And Chris, you're looking good. You're going to look good for some fun time tonight. Last week, those Coors Lights were tasting too good, Pat. And it hurt. It hurt. Sunday was not...
I felt okay Sunday, actually.
It wasn't terrible, but it was like, why do I do this to
It wasn't
myself?
good, yeah. I woke up like... I told Katrina, I shouldn't have mentioned it to Katrina. I'm like, I can't put me and Peter out tonight. That's not good. She goes, you don't have to drink... It's always like, you don't have to drink that much. And I explained to her every time they had this conversation that it just happens.
It's not on purpose.
It's not like, we sit in the basement, we're like, let's go over the game plan tonight. We're going to start with...
We're going to make our lives miserable.
Yeah.
We're going to start with 8 Coors Lights.
We're going to end up at a taco place... immediately be like, no, we made a terrible decision on St. Patrick's Day. Bar is just full of fucking dumb drunks.
That was the shocking part. Like I went down to Lincoln Park and like it was still rowdy at like 6:30, 6:45.
The Texaco was very rowdy when we got there.
It was fucking off the chain. It was insanely rowdy.
And I remember we used to go out like about like 7:30. Go to Glasgow. Nobody was out. They were done.
It must be either A, people can start to drink, or they're just going out later.
Or do you think that possibly because of the nice weather?
I think the nice weather.
People, just kept people out and kept people going.
Whatever. We walk in, we go to a reservation. She's like, "Do you want upstairs, downstairs?" Pat and I were like, the downstairs was rowdy as shit. We're like, nobody's gonna be upstairs then, right? Everybody's partying down here. 10 times worse upstairs. Walking up the stairs was a fucking trip because every drunk motherfucker was walking near.
One dude was literally pushing his friend against the wall as he was going upstairs because he
didn't want him to die.
He was going to puke.
Insane, bro.
It's like bodying him up against the wall.
So I'm like, I'm like, me and Pat are like we've had maybe 2 beers. Podcast was fun, nothing crazy. We're like, fuck this. We don't want to be here right now. Like this is like we're a little older. This is a little younger crowd. And then Pat's like, I'm gonna take a piss, and we both. I'm sure it was literally Pat's mid piss, and I'm standing up there, and it probably hit us both. Holy shit! Who the fuck is playing right now? They're playing pretty good.
I'm hearing the voice in the bathroom. They're piping the thing. I'm like texting people. Like, this sounds like Saturday Night Pregame.
It sounds familiar, Peter.
I'm head nodding a little bit. Of course I bought a Coors Light. While he's had to while you're there.
Peter about three and finished one before I got back up.
I'm head nobbing a little bit. Like what the fuck is? And then I look up and I'm like, oh my god. We have a cover band that we absolutely love in Chicago. It's called South City Revival. I'm like, all right, Pat, let's see if we can get some. And then Pat comes. We're sharing. He's got his beer. We're having a beer. We're like, all right, we got to eat something because the mood is too right. The Coors Lights are going down too easy. We grabbed some tacos. Tacos were really good.
They were good. Yeah.
Stayed there till their set closed, Chris, and then it was off.
They did close early, so I think the music closes really early there. So
no, there was another band that came out.
Oh, there was another band.
Yeah, they were the opening band.
Oh, they had 2 bands.
Oh wow!
And then we went to Bordel, and Bordel is like our speakeasy in Chicago. But I think we got to put Bordel on the shelf a little bit.
Well, the lady said to me that they were testing new cocktails. They're gonna have a bigger menu coming down the road.
Chris and I talked. Like we usually, when it's just Coors Lights, there's not too much of a hangover. We talked, and
there's not too much death mode there.
When Bordel, anytime I introduce Bordel now, it's not good for me.
Well, that last time I went to Bordel, it didn't go well either.
Yeah, so I think I'm gonna have to put that one. I love the place. I think I'm just gonna have to have Old Styles.
Do they have Old Styles? Yeah, the Old Styles.
Yeah, that's what Chris drinks.
Yeah.
Yeah, their old fashioned I got was very odd. I remember their old fashioned. When we first went there, the old fashioned was really good, and then they changed something in there, and it was like a brown sugar.
Yeah. Oh, that's not good.
And
it was the brown sugar bourbon, baby.
And it was like brown sugar, and it was also like coffee in there too. I'm like, what the?
Yeah, that's not good. Yeah.
Just,
and they got rid of the blue Hawaiian.
Just give me the damn old fashioned how it's supposed to be. Give me some goddamn bitters in there, little orange peel, and let's call it a day here. I don't gotta get too fancy.
Yep.
Yeah, you guys were nice. You guys were fixed nice and tight when I caught up with you.
Yeah, it was stupid.
We were about 9 drinks deep at that point.
We counted it. It was stupid. And then Sunday was kind of miserable, but Monday wasn't bad. The rest of the week wasn't bad.
Man, you got home at a reasonable time.
Yeah.
That was the only thing that saved us.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, so that's the game plan for the night.
the only thing.
Thank for Joe and me. Joe had to go home, and
Yep.
then I was like, "No, I'm not staying out any later."
Yeah, it's I'm so sick of. I just want a night where I don't have to worry about the next day, and I want to go out on Saturday nights because we work so goddamn hard. I want one night to just like enjoy, and you can't, and it's so hard not to go too deep. Like
Yeah, this poison is it's so good and it's so bad.
so good and so fucking bad. There's nothing better than a
Kids,
Coors
if you're
Light.
under 21, bad. This stuff's bad. You don't want it.
It's $170, by the way, in case you're curious.
Ah, fuck! That's 2 beers I could have had with a Coors Light.
Katrina's dad was telling me it's like, do you want to go out for some beers? I'm like, what does some beers mean? He's like, it's more than 2 and less than 20. I'm like,
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm like, that's a wide margin.
That's a hell of a margin. That's tough when, especially, and I'm sure you definitely want to. You want to have a good time, and then it's like, yeah, I got to be in the basement all day tomorrow.
No, this was Thursday night before the funeral. I'm like, we're not getting hammered for the funeral.
Oh yeah, you don't want to do that either.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
Pat doesn't need to be nagged all day.
No.
Yeah.
Katrina was funny though because Katrina had to drag me out of the bars last time I was out there, and then so this time she went to like Walmart with her sister because her sister didn't have like clothes for the funeral or whatever, and so like Katrina's dad's like, want to go to the bars? I'm like, well, what else I gotta do?
He's like, I'm not going
She comes
shopping.
back. She's like, how dare you? How dare you text me? Like, how dare you? I'm like, it's family bonding. Leave me alone.
Was she actually mad or
Family
she just?
time.
No, I think she was probably a little. She was probably a little ticked off. But then, what's she gonna do about it? Get over it. She was making cocktails at home, right? I didn't have any. I was stone cold sober going to the bars.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, well, it's nice to go out on a Thursday. I love a good Thursday.
It was
Coors
like,
Light.
her one uncle is like the mayor of that particular bar. He goes there every night, literally every night from like.
All I heard was mayor, and he goes to that particular bar, and then I'm like, wait, he said uncle beforehand, and he's the mayor of the bar.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, the mayor goes to these bars? Wow, what a badass.
He's the mayor. He's the mayor.
Okay, that was a bad joke.
Now you got my head going.
So yeah, but he goes there every night. I think roughly from like 7 to like 10, 30, 11. Has a few lining kugels.
Oh yeah. What's his lining kugel choice?
The original OG.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
How'd you like the Budweiser Select?
I did not get the Budweiser Select.
What did you go with? Just Coors Light.
I went with the tried and true Coors Light.
Did you? Did you just bring it to their house? So you had some beers.
Yeah, we had them at the bar.
Oh, you bought them at the bar. You bought in from like a liquor store and drank it in the bar.
No, they have all these beers.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm an idiot. Okay.
Pat walked to a liquor store and was looking
I get it. It
around.
was.
I
Like, it looked
audibly laughed when she's like, I'm like, five, we got the round. There's like 5 of us. I got, give me a round. She's like, $14, and I'm like, I audibly laughed at the price and how cheap it was.
Mike told me that buckets at Bandit are 6 beers for $30.
That's not bad.
Oh, yeah, not bad.
For that
For
area
Fulton Market,
particularly.
yeah.
They must be hurting a little bit or something.
Oh, Mike Bossel's out. Is he out drinking or something?
He's going out for dinner with Bree, and then she's going to the Mumford & Son.
Does this mean that I got to hang out with you and Mike tonight?
It's potential. I don't know if I want to go that far.
Oh, baby.
I'm going to pick the northest fucking bar I could think of.
Well, no, I don't think he wants us to go that way. So we got to figure out if Brian wants to go out too, and then.
Well, Brian's willing to travel.
Yeah, I kind of want to just go listen. I'm getting into this old spot where I just give me some live music, give me a couple beers. That's what I want.
I did look at the band at Carol's. It doesn't look great.
No, oh come on. All right,
Nice.
Sorry, I look it up.
I could always look at Bub City, I guess, but I also don't want to
Nice.
be slammed into Bub City.
Yeah, that's a rough one. Bub City, that
I
last
want a
time,
spot to sit and have a beer and listen to some music.
that
God
last
damn it.
time where they were just funneling. Then nope, we don't care. Just come on in.
Yeah, yeah.
We also can figure out where we want to eat too.
Yes, eating is a must to keep the sanity from tomorrow. And tomorrow's going to be a no fun day. But we're getting there. The wedding is coming, boys. We had our final sit-down meeting on Wednesday. We have a wedding planner, and then we have the lady who runs the wedding venue. They clashed a little bit. Got a little awkward for Peter. And just sitting there, like, and they're going over napkin choices, and I was just like,
There's gonna be Coors Light, right?
and I almost went too on the nose, Pat. I want a Coors Light hat, and I put on my Coors Light sweatshirt, and I went outside.
Lauren's like,
No, she wasn't home.
It was up. Peter had that full reign of what he could wear.
I was walking out.
Lauren's like a nice dress. Peter walks on a Coors Light.
Oh,
hat.
Lauren looked amazing. She came from work. She dresses up because she only goes to work once. once a week. So she looked amazing. I come in looking like a fucking.
She's like, you're marrying this bum?
Yeah. Oh.
Pierre walks in with his Coors Light ones. He's like, it's party time.
Yeah, bitch. Hey, do you understand? You get what's going on?
That would have been good. Coors Light onesie, Coors Light socks.
You're getting the picture now.
Coors Light hoodie over the onesie.
Imagine 6 more people here like that.
The one in Planner's kind of funny too. Like she's like, yeah. You're just going to sit in the hotel room and you're not going to do anything? And I looked at her. I'm like, ma'am, you have no clue.
Ma'am, you better hope I'm on like
Lauren
the 80th floor and you have the key to lock me in because
no, I will be doing whatever the fuck I want until noon when I'm needed. And then I'm good. But that's just how it goes.
Yeah, they suggested Pierre go pick up the flowers.
I saw that I got to see kind of how it's all going to look. And, dude, Lauren is doing it's going to look really, really nice. And God willing, we get some good weather. If we get
hopefully
70s, that's all I'm asking for. If we got to have rain a little bit in the morning,
70s, that might be a little aggressive in there.
On May 30th?
Yeah.
60.
Probably 60s. 60s is more,
I think
more
60s.
reasonable.
I think by the time your like wedding goes off about like 5, you just hope for like the mid to low 60s.
The problem is like the weather is when like it's like May doesn't get as warm now and June gets warm, but September and like October are warm.
You're 100% right. Yeah. I mean, the weather right now is not terrible. I wouldn't mind as long as it's sunny.
Maybe you'll get all 4 seasons in one day.
It's possible. What was that? Thursday?
Yeah.
We literally.
I walked up and literally was like, "What the fuck?"
Ladies and gentlemen, in Chicago, this no joke. Friday or Thursday morning, Chris and I were walking. We got more snow that I felt like that was the hardest we've driven in snow in all year, and we had a ton. It felt like a ton of snow by noon. All gone. By the time we were driving home, it was like drizzle a little bit. Yeah, we literally had in 24 hours we had beautiful fucking weather.
All 4 seasons.
Friday night was when I went home after we had one at PRB. Going home, it's like 60 degrees. I'm like, God, this is nice. Wake up, it's 32 degrees.
Yep.
This jackass Chicago weather.
And that's the Chicago way.
We were listening to Andrew Santino today, and he's talking about how he could never move back here, and like because of the winters. And I'm like, I get it. Like, why would you want to live in weather like this if you could just wake up and it's 70 degrees on February 25th?
Yeah, but then you also go to California, Texas.
I'm not saying California, but there's got to be some cities, right? Like Arizona, New Mexico. What about like? I know Mississippi's not great for education.
Not good for anything really.
I mean, can you find is there in Mississippi? Is there
hurricanes?
Towards the coast.
Yeah, closer to the coast. Yeah.
Is there a city in Mississippi that like a big city that people would?
I mean, Biloxi's like a shitty New Orleans.
Okay.
Like a dirtier New Orleans.
I appreciate that, Pat. I don't got anything. I wouldn't. I mean, you could do New Orleans. You could do Louisiana.
Nah.
New Orleans is kind of shit still.
Nah, you don't want to do New Orleans.
Yeah, those. I mean,
I feel like Georgia might be the options.
Georgia's coming up a little bit.
Maybe something in Georgia.
I mean, the coast like North Carolina, South Carolina, but they're getting hit with really,
stuff too, yeah.
really bad weather these days.
I think you got to find some places to crash in the winter. Chicago's nice in the summer.
You crash on the peninsula, the Baja. Jesse the Body Ventura.
What you need to do is, and you just got to do enough where you don't have to pay Illinois taxes too. But by the time we're doing this, we're going to be retiring, so our retirement income is not taxable currently in Illinois.
Presently.
Yeah. All right. And then tonight, nothing too crazy. Chris he's got his own thing to do. Pat and I are date nighting it up again.
That's a bad mix.
Yeah. Oh, no, we're going to be good. We're going to do our best.
Yeah, until about 3 a.m. when somebody comes.
No, that is not happening.
I think we did get home at 3 last weekend, though.
No, we didn't.
No, we didn't. We got home at we got like 1:15, 1:30.
Yeah. Right. And my dumb ass cannot just go. Like, I get home at 1:15, 1:30.
I was in bed by like 1.
I can't.
Like 1:22.
I'm like, oh my God, it's only 1 o'clock.
Yeah, Pierre's like, oh, let me crack open a beer. Let me turn on the TV. Maybe make some eggies.
I made a quesadilla.
I might have eaten some chicken nuggets out of the fridge. I don't really remember that too well, though.
No.
Because I asked Katrina on Wednesday where the chicken nuggets were, and she's, you ate them on Saturday. I'm like, oh, okay.
Isn't that the worst? When you have chicken nugs, and you're like, fuck yeah, I'm going to fuck off some chicken nugs. And you come back, and you're like, oh, man, no chicken nuggets.
I was a little disappointed.
But yeah. All right, let's get into it. We got some good news this week, some stuff, some things. Let's see. Oh, this is actually, a few weeks ago we talked about Fry Fest 2.
Fire Fest.
Fire Fest, yeah.
Jesus, idiot. It's not looking good, boys.
Yeah, they don't. The place in Mexico is like, we have no record of this at all.
Nothing at all. Nobody's buying tickets.
Who would buy tickets? Who is dumb enough to buy tickets to this?
Nobody.
It's looking like another big ass scam.
I mean,
they don't have any artist locked in at all.
Well, I mean, why would you? Like,
Rule available?
You cannot imagine any artist is going to sign up for this. You can't imagine nobody's going to buy tickets until they know who's playing.
You got to have them. Also, Mexico's got to be like, yes, they have. Yeah. We have approved their plans and they have funding in place or something like that. Like, yeah, it's stupid. You're gonna find that to be pushed for like another year or something. They're gonna tell you,
and it's ridiculous. Like, and that guy, I don't get why they're doing this. But I'm glad to see that some Americans are like, no, we're not getting fucked. We're not doing this again. We're just not gonna. You're not gonna screw us over again.
Fool me once, numbnuts. Yeah. Fool me once.
So it was kind of nice to see like these idiots they're not gonna be able to do this. Like they shouldn't be able to do this. Like this is ridiculous. This guy needs to go and he needs to fucking sail out of the spotlight and get a real job, pay back what he owes, and call it a life.
Yeah, he's never paying that back.
Nope, unless he gets this done. On talking about Americans getting smart, I saw that potato like Frito-Lay. What are some other potato chip like companies?
Frito-Lay and I think it's pretty much Frito-Lay. I don't think there's.
Yeah, I can't think of what I'm talking about.
Lay like this. Frito-Lay.
What's the one? The Voodoo. Who makes those things?
Oh, I don't know.
Then you got
the Crunchers. But I don't know who makes the
Dietz ones.
Dietz are out there.
I know there's like these random ass names.
Does
like
Doritos make?
I think
Doritos is Frito-Lay.
Doritos is Frito-Lay. They own Ruffles.
Pringles are Frito-Lay. Ruffles Frito-Lay.
No, Pringles I think is. I could be wrong, but I thought Pringles was maybe under the Dr. Pepper.
Oh, the Snapple group.
Yeah.
I thought Jay's was a
because Coke bought a snack thing because Pepsi owns Frito-Lay.
Correct.
So there's got to be another. Damn, that's crazy. If it's all one company is like, why don't you just name it one fucking?
Here we go. Brand names: Frito-Lay, which makes Lay's and Ruffles,
and Doritos, right?
I'm assuming Doritos is in that. Pringles is a separate brand. Oots, Kettle brand, and Wise Foods.
Okay.
What? Anyway, I think. Yeah.
So Frito-Lay's had a terrible earnings report recently.
Yeah, because they give you more. They see you're buying air.
No. People are not shelling out for chips anymore, like snacks. Like so, the snack industry is hurting a lot right now because these jackasses have raised prices. Guess how much chips have increased in price over the last year and a half, 2 years?
160%.
29%.
Feels like 160.
Yeah,
that's insane.
Also, the volumes have gone down on the ships. The bags, those party size bags, are like what normal bags you see back in the day.
Oh yeah, 100%, dude. It's greedflation. It's ridiculous. So people are like, "Fuck it, we're not buying chips anymore." And it's not because like people are not like, "Oh, I want to get healthy." No, it's like I'm not fucking paying $6.99 for a Dorito bag that less than 2 years ago I could get for $2.50, $3.
Those remember the kids, the 25-cent bags?
Yeah, 20. Well, I mean,
they're like $1 now each, aren't they?
No, holy shit!
It went from like $4 for like $1.
It was $3 for $1 for a long time.
No, it was like $4 when we were growing up. It was $4 for $1.
Now
One was like $3 to $1. Then it went $2 to $1. And Pat may be right. I haven't seen bags those size in forever, so I have no clue.
You gotta look next time I go to the grocery store.
That would be insane.
You used to get like those like medium size, size bags over for $1. They're like $2 now. Like $2.50, $3.
What was it? Didn't we look at like a Coca-Cola was like $3 recently? Or something crazy?
Oh, it was like you go into like the aisles and you look at the prices, like they have the sales stickers for the soda pops. And if you just look at what the price is for soda versus like if you don't buy 3 of them, you don't get the sales price.
Yeah.
It's like $4 for a 2
liter. Like buying.
We looked and I was like, we were going to get a case of the orange Dreamsicle Coca-Cola that came out. And Pierre was going to grab one. I'm like, well, the price is you got to buy 2 for like $11. But if you don't buy it, it's like $17.99 for like a 12
Pepsi has like
pack.
3 of those bottles on his desk?
Yeah.
Yeah, the boss likes it. I mean,
the boss actually likes that?
No, he likes to get this.
Yeah.
He likes to
he sees it when we see it and we get it, and then he sees that we got it and gets it again.
I mean, we talk about this a lot, but inflation is out of this world. The Fed talked about this week that they're not going to change the rates to piss off Donald Trump a little bit. Donnie's a little angry.
Donnie, what are we doing?
But
when my son in executive order to get my groceries down.
Well, he just got rid of the education department.
That's been a Republican thing forever, from what I read. They think it's more that the federal government should have much say. It should be like a state issue.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna have people in Florida. And probably the curriculum is gonna be so much different by state now. It's not gonna be a uniform curriculum at all.
Mm-hmm.
And,
I also
and certain states are going to teach things a certain way, and other states are going to teach things.
I
very
kind of
differently.
get some thought on it. Maybe it should be a little bit more of what the. But then I also think about this is where it's going to be where the more money you have, the better you are off to have education wise.
That's kind of already to a degree now.
If you have more money, you're going to be able to. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
But I think, and those rich companies, rich companies want more money from the government. So I'm not smart enough to understand this. It just doesn't sound right.
We'll call Frank Pearl. We'll get him on next week.
Yeah, well, he does a lot of Instagram posts up there.
We'll get him here next week on the Linda McMahon. How he feels about it.
I don't know, dude. It's the government. It's absolutely crazy. I mean, they're spending money. Like they're having a new stealth bomber named like the F-47, and it's like, so we're gonna get rid of the education department, but we're gonna spend money on a new stealth bomber.
I think it makes perfect sense.
And then they're like preparing for like different what Americans like. We need to go to war. Like, why are we going to war? Like,
Wars stimulate economies generally.
That's fair.
Not the high cost of it, but yes, that happens.
I mean, we're out of the age group to go to war, at least. But I mean, unless we're getting our ass kicked.
My bitch is so bad, I don't think they put me out there anyways, or I'd be dead right away. One of the two.
Yeah, they'll use you as a meat grinder, baby. Get your old big ass out there.
Nah.
Dude, that's fucking nuts. But I mean, Elon Musk is getting prepped on potential war with China. Why the fuck are we talking about war with China?
I mean, I don't see how that benefits anybody because, like, China's so dependent on us to buy their shit, and then like vice versa, we're dependent on them because they own our debt. So it's like, then we have some common ground here. We just gotta kind of get along.
Why not? Like, is it really? But again, it's up.
Well, I guess a trade war would be more likely than an actual physical war.
I watched this thing on how like there's this thing. I don't know if it's the Project 2025 or it's a thing with Elon Musk, but they like how Donald wants to have one country from Greenland to Colombia. Oh baby, look at this soda.
Mid podcast costume change.
There you go. Hey, I'm gonna pause it right here and be like, costume change.
Costume change.
If I did any editing to these videos, I feel bad. Last week's you and me on the podcast, Pat. They don't. They need Joe. They need Chris.
Yeah.
They need Joe or Chris.
Views didn't do well.
It did not do. We were at 77 views.
The P&P podcast is
not
not.
would not be fair.
The P of the third power actually.
Yep. Yeah.
Pepsi was not. Pepsi.
They didn't even come to check what Pepsi sounded like. They just saw him.
Pepsi.
You only said about 4 things the whole time.
Oh, but we shut him up right away. It was funny as hell. Pepsi was a good sport, and I still kind of upset that didn't realize that he wanted to. If we had known he wanted to,
if you would have mentioned it,
yeah,
use his big boy voice.
Yeah, he would have been miserable though. It was.
Yeah. We also registered for 2, so we'd have been looking at us at the taco bar.
I mean, we could have gotten as many people. Like, no one was eating at that point. They were all just drinking. But yeah, so then we, yes, whatever with the whole. I mean, we can't not talk about it because it's serious. Like things are getting pretty asinine. But you also just don't want to.
I just want to know my $5,000 check's coming in the mail.
What are we getting 5,000 for?
Your Deutsch.
My Deutsch check.
Yeah, your Deutsch check. Your efficiency cuts. They're talking about $5,000 stimulus. That's stupidity in itself. They should just keep that money in.
Yeah, why wouldn't you just pay down the deficit then?
He wants to pay part of it. They'll use part of it for the deficit, and the part of it they're going to give to the people. Give it to the people.
I did not know that. I didn't hear that at all.
Yeah, it's probably not going to happen. That's why.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, they don't think it's highly unlikely.
Trump's talking about. He's going to say dang only carrot. Like, hey, we're going to do all these things, and you're going to give you some money. And then 4 years later, it's like,
they talk about
did we get those checks? No, we didn't get those checks. Let me look into that.
Didn't they? But don't they hate social social programs? Like, isn't this kind of like handing out money?
Yeah, so we're going to cut Social Security out too. So
I don't like that. That makes me very upset that I hear things like that. Like, there's people who have paid in. Like, listen, if you want to stop it for generations going forward, whatever. But there are people who paid in, worked their asses off, and Social Security is not a lot of money. Like you're trying to hurt a grandmother who. Literally, like what people like the amount of Social Security that people live on is like less than $1,000.
They think that old people would like. I read the article, and the Commerce Secretary thinks like he's like my grandmother's 94. She gets it. She'd just be like she wouldn't complain about it. She'd just be like, oh, they must have forgot or messed something up. I'll get it next month. I don't think that's how it's gonna work, pal.
No, there's a lot of people that need that money.
He's like the people who are going to be the loudest and screaming about it are the scammers and the fraudsters.
And they also vote. People who get Social Security vote. They actually get out and vote. I
don't think that's. I think you're misconceived here.
Yeah, I don't think you're. Yeah. But that's okay. Whatever. We're not gonna dive in too deep into that because I get that like politics are a hot topic and we're not smart enough to really have any true. Like I couldn't tell you why I hear these things and it sounds bad, but I couldn't be like I did no research on why a lot of this wouldn't work. Like you hear all this stuff about Doge not doing good things, but like you just never know. You truly just have no freaking clue. All right, this is crazy. A Peruvian fisherman lost at sea for I think like 3 months. They just found this guy.
How do you live in 3 months? I wonder.
I think rainwater for sure, and
It's sterile, and I like the taste.
no rainwater, and then I'm guessing he still was fishing, but he was just couldn't. He had a dead boat. You know that what's crazy to that is I watch. Do you ever watch Alone, Pat?
I've watched one season of it.
Which season did you watch? I bet I know which one.
It was
But
the one that was on Netflix.
there's like a new one on there now.
Yeah, I gotta watch that one. But Katrina and Adriana's dad, when they in 3 years, they want to take a boat. They want to get a boat and they want to sail it from the Great Lakes all the way down the coast to the Caribbean.
Are you joining them on that trip?
It's like a year-long trip, so no, I will not be joining them.
You don't want.
Wait,
You don't want.
who's doing this?
You don't want-
Katrina and his dad and his wife want to do it.
You don't want
Where,
things
where do they want to start?
I didn't get that. I forget. I think they're starting
from Chicago.
I forget where they're starting, but
Chicago.
probably also depend where they buy the boat. Maybe.
I was gonna say like how do you?
I
I don't think you can go from the Great Lakes. Can you go all the way to Great Lakes?
you
all the
go
way
to
up?
Yeah,
Canada.
you go up into the
gotta do-
St. Lawrence
you-
Strait
that's
up
what you
there.
have to-
And they'll take you on the lake. They're gonna have to have some like crazy ass boat.
You got to time it very well because you got to get before it freezes up north and before hurricanes hit south, and there's a whole thing. But he's gonna stop. They're gonna stop along the way, different spots. I think is what their plan. It's their plan. He's got a plan. It's like 3 years from now. So he's got time.
Wow. Hey,
You're not gonna take the year sabbatical, huh?
Oh, we'll see. Yeah.
You know, a lot of people are doing that. They're doing like mini retirements.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what you thought.
Oh yeah, a Peruvian fisherman who was rescued after 95 days lost at sea told CNN that his faith and desire to see his family again kept him going.
That's good.
Along with a diet of cockroaches, birds, fish, and occasional turtle.
Where are the cockroaches on
Oh,
the
nice.
boat? You have a cockroach-infested boat? Like, what the fuck?
How are you eating cockroaches too?
I mean, if you're hungry enough, I can see it.
no, I know, but like
You gotta imagine that guy has fire and he's just cooking up anything and just
A little protein.
and you're well done in that.
how
crap.
are you getting it? You just tearing about your boat, right, for the firewood?
I would be.
Yeah.
I'd be so fucked. I'd be devastated.
So that's what I thought. Like, how long do you think? Like, so these people on a loan can barely survive, 30 days. How this guy 95 days on a boat with no resources?
Yeah, that's pretty rough.
I watched the new season right now that's on Netflix, and I don't understand why these people do not just fish all. I know in bad weather, yes, but when it's a clear lake, I'm throwing out the cast all day. I'm not stopping until I catch.
You're also burning energy right the whole time. Everything costs you energy too.
Yeah, so you're like
Because your calories, you're going to such a calorie deficit.
with throwing out a cast. Do you think is
I don't know. I'm just saying. I think it's.
Well, you're just
what
like-
your body's doing to you is a lot. It's very tough out there.
Yeah, the other thing is you're just not like like you throw out a cast and you let it sit. That's
No.
not
There's almost fly fishing for them, so it's flat
Oh,
cast.
yeah.
Reel.
But you also got to when I saw the season, you'd have to be farther out because the going coast, the fish don't go there.
Well, so this one, early on, it's warm enough where the fish are closer to the shore. You're right. When it gets colder, they go out to the middle where the water is warmer. So then you're fucked.
Except the one dude had a good idea. Like built a boat.
Yeah, this guy built a boat. Yeah, that guy died. Like that guy
Yeah, he
got
got knocked
medically.
out,
Yeah, but the another guy, this dude.
that guy died.
He didn't die. You might have died if they left him out there.
Yeah, that's what they were saying. But he was like killing it. All right, Chris McGraw.
The Uber
made
here?
podcast.
The Uber is here.
The Uber is ready to eat.
The Uber's not here. You guys make sure you clean this all up.
Yeah. Give us a text message on your way back.
We know where to set the camera up for you later.
When I get to ice cream, and then I'll tell you when I'm.
Yep, sounds good. They can't hear you on the podcast.
We're gonna set the camera up in the bedroom for you. Don't worry. We'll get all the angles.
Zinger! Bada bang, bada boom. To the moon, Alice.
Do you want the question? Do you want the spotlight or you want no spotlight? No spotlight. All right.
All right, buddy. Have fun. Be safe.
No, let me know where you guys are at. You may join them later.
Oh, sounds good, buddy.
Don't threaten me with a good time. And the ratings jip right here.
Yep. And you can watch where it falls off. Thank God you got keys, Pat, or we would be screwed.
Well, you select the bottom lock.
Yeah, that's true. So I think about this. What kills a lot of people out alone is the loneliness.
Yeah.
I don't think you and me would have problems with that.
No, I don't think that would be the. I mean, I have no survival skills. That'd be a much bigger.
Trying to get a fire going is going to be a bigger issue for me. Also, they kill all these grouse, which are just big birds, almost turkeys.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be fun for me.
Yeah.
One guy had a grow and it had like worms in it, like afterwards, maggots, and he just brushed the maggots off and still ate it.
I definitely do not have the skills to survive in that
what,
environment.
like how long? Like what's honest? Like
Well, I'm gonna do the one guy thing. I'm gonna get really fat before I got there.
Oh, 100%.
So I think I could probably do maybe like a week or two. Just living on the fat. As soon as I can't find any food and I'm super hungry, that'll be my tap out probably.
Yeah.
Because I'm not sure I'll be able to get anything to actually, and if I do get something, I'm not sure I know how to like dress it or cook it properly without killing myself. So I think as long as my fat that I build up would last me, that's how long I'd last.
I would just boil everything to like.
I think the shelter I could build, that'd be no problem. I think I could handle that easily.
I wouldn't build anything like the one guy right now there's three. So there's 3 guys left, and all 3 are doing pretty well. One guy is a bigger fat guy who's not fishing at all, and he did the fat thing where you just hold on for dear life. And the other 2 guys are actually like catching fish, catching grass. You know, it's crazy to me is they eat like they set these mouse traps because these field mice come in, and they eat the field mice. And I'm like, that would be a hard one for me.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could do that.
It's like eating a rat basically.
Yeah, and I always thought I thought we were always told like you can get the plague from eating like a.
Maybe they're different out there. I don't know because in the wild they're not like eating garbage.
Gold prices, like the fear of the economy. Gold prices.
Well, there's no Fort Knox gold anymore, right?
That's what Joe Rogan was talking about. But no, the gold prices are over $3,000 an ounce.
All people who pull out the late night infomercial are in good shape.
Diversify
Diversify with gold.
I bought like a ETF of gold last year, and it fucking tanked as soon as I bought it. And then as soon as
you sold it, it went back up.
Once I got pretty much break. I think I made like $50 on it. And then it skyrocketed. Did
you still have your Walgreens things? So they're going private.
Oh yeah, I got fucked on that too. They shit the bed. I should have gotten out of that sooner. But I made like I doubled my money in dividends at least in the 10 years that I held it. So
because they're going completely private now, right?
Yeah. So, but I'll get a.
Do you get like something?
I'll get bought out there, and then I'll get a piece. There's other things there, like there's like incentives, so I'll get like more money if things happen or some bullshit. Yeah, it could have been a lot better than it was.
Gotcha.
I mean, can you imagine when we were growing up, Walgreens? I'll never forget this. Walgreens and CVS did the same thing at different times. It used to be something would be going up on a corner, and everybody would be like, "What is that?" And the joke would be, "It's another Walgreens."
Yeah, Walgreens never really closed like CVS. So I haven't seen Walgreens closing like that really, to that degree. At least there's a few that have closed, but not like the CVS.
You know why that is? They owned all their buildings.
Oh, that makes more sense.
They have a ton of.
That's why they always build in the they build new ones. Like the one my house used to be on like a shopping center, and they built a new one. There.
Yeah, they own all the assets. Where CVS rents, and then the rents are. I mean, how many CVSs have just lost?
We're still paying rents on this one over here in like the corner.
The one that Trader Joe's is going to in Chicago.
Yeah, they're paying that one too.
You could get another year of $350,000.
Well, that one was dumb too because they had 2 because when they bought the Oscos, they were like one across the street from each other.
Well, I mean, Walgreens used to be like a block away from each other.
Yeah.
And you know where they were making all their money was the pharmacies.
Yeah, but now like Amazon, everybody's getting that game.
Yeah, no, and everybody saw how easy and lucrative this is, so they just came in and were like, okay, we'll take all this.
I mean, they used to be like mom and pop things like the pharmacies. Now it's like, those are all gone.
Because you used to have to compound a lot. Now you don't have to compound anything really.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, dude. I mean, me and Chris were just kind of talking about it. Like the businesses we've seen go pretty much bankrupt. Bed Bath & Beyond, the Baby Plus whatever, Toys R Us, Carson's.
Bookstores.
What was it? What was the one that used to Borders?
Yep, gone.
That's gone. Circuit City.
Best Buy. Have you gone to Best Buy lately? It's nothing like it used to be.
No, there's like 92 people working there, but there's only like 3 people in the store.
They sell appliances and computers. Is about it.
Yeah, I mean I don't even know. Does the Geek Squad still? I used to be a bigger thing.
I think they're still around.
Think about it. Sears used to be huge when we were growing up.
Yeah, no more.
There's nothing with Sears. Sears still like they have like the furniture stuff.
I think they're still online.
Yeah, Bed Bath & Beyond's online.
Yeah, that's the Beyond part.
Getting old, Pat Lynch.
That's the Beyond part, right?
Gotta love it. Did you see there's a French politician. He wants to take back the Statue of Liberty.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the Louisiana Purchase.
No, he's like, America does not stand for what the Statue of Liberty stand for anymore.
No take backs, all right? It's ours now.
It sucks. Like,
come get it. You want it? You want some? Come get some.
I'm not saying like this guy's an idiot. Like, and it was just symbolic. He doesn't mean that he wants to come and get it. But in my head, I'm like, I wish I could defend the mayor. I can't. Like, I don't know even what to say. Like, there's not even like pride in the sense that like, fuck you, you can't take this back. And it's like in my head, I'm like, yeah, we're not looking good right now. We're trying to fight everybody. Like, we're picking on people for no reason. Like, we've had great relations for the last 4 years, and no, we're just now. Trump comes in and he's like, fuck everybody.
Pretty much, except Russia. He's like them. He likes them.
Well, and then dumbass thought he got a peace negotiation. Soon as they signed the deal, like Putin says, and then goes ahead and starts striking Ukraine.
Yeah.
And they go back to war.
And they're also the same thing in the Palestine, right?
Yeah, Israel.
Yeah.
Israel just out of nowhere decides they're going to start bombing the shit out of places. I mean, come on now. This is insane. But no one, you can't talk about it. You just can't talk about it, Pat. And it makes me sad. This is the world we live in. I think there was another. I'm trying to think of the other one that I saw. Oh, the Boston Celtics sold for $6.1 billion.
Yep.
That's insane.
It is. It's a lot of money.
Do you ever think like okay? So it's hard to say like why do you think the owner sold?
But I think
$6.1 billion.
I think there's two ways people look at these teams. Like there's people that buy them and they're meaning to hold them, and then there's people that are like buying them and they don't care. They don't care what they spend on the team because they're waiting for the appreciation. They sell it. A la like probably this one, probably like what the Dodgers are doing.
Well, okay.
So the Mets owner said he's probably going to do at some point. I think he's waiting for the appreciation because they're running out of losses of how much his payroll is.
Oh yeah. His payroll is like not even like 3% of his wealth.
Yeah, no, it's nothing.
It's crazy.
Drop in the bucket. Which is why you can run the loss at it, but he's still going to make a $600 million profit on this when he sells this thing probably. Like look at Ricketts. They bought for the Cubs. What was it? 600 million, 700 million.
Yeah.
It's worth like a few billion now. It's pretty good ROI.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean the Boston Celtics. He bought it in 2002 for $322 million. 6.1 billion he sold it for.
It's a lot of capital gains.
That's one way to look at it.
A lot of capital gains.
So where do you get that at 40%? You're right. I guess if you don't run it right, it doesn't make you a whole lot of money. And these guys don't care about running it. Like, I don't know. It's crazy to think like that's
and
an
you got
asset.
a guy like Reinsdorf who won't sell to save his life. Any thinks.
Well, he's gonna sell the Sox. He just sold a bigger portion to.
No, the other owners that they're on him sold stuff out.
I know, but because he wants this one guy to buy it all.
Yeah, the one guy that owns the Suns.
Yeah, I mean, can you imagine if we were smart enough or had any indication where this was gonna go? We could because you didn't need a ton of money. Think about remember, you ever see the 60 for 60 on the hockey team that the guy bought like pretty much
For his son?
Yeah.
The minor league team he bought for his son, yeah.
No. The other one where the guy faked it. By the company faked it and got like the New Jersey Devils.
I don't know. I think I saw that one. I saw the one where the drug dealer bought the minor league team for his son.
Oh, I didn't see that. That's crazy. But he faked like bank notes, he faked all this stuff, had it going, and he just about made enough money through the new TV deal. If he had gotten the TV deal done, he would have owned the team.
I gotta look at this one.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I think it's a 60 for 60.
Or 30 for 30.
And what else is there? I'm trying to think. I did see this. This not really, but I don't know. Are you a fan of the Cheesecake Factory?
The restaurant?
Yep.
Not really.
Have you ever been there?
Yes, once.
When do you think the last? Oh, so you only been there once?
It was like 3 or 4 years ago. Yeah.
You go with Katrina or?
Yeah, we went. And my parents actually, because we were out there for something at Old Orchard. We went there for dinner.
And you didn't like it?
I just think that, like the menu is like incredibly big.
It has over 200 items.
The food is very greasy and mid at best. The cheesecake I thought was good.
Yeah. We went. So they had like a huge menu, so they have over 200 items on there. Yeah. So they took off like 13 items off there.
That's
200. People kind of freaked out a little bit.
Only 13. Yeah. Really caught that down.
Yeah. But what they wanted to do was they got rid of, but they're bringing 20 new items on.
See, I believe restaurants should just do what you do well and keep it down to that. Like if you're a burger place, sell burgers. You're a steakhouse, sell steaks. You have a couple other options, sure, but like you don't need to have steaks, hot dogs, beef, Italian food, Chinese food. You don't need to diversify that much.
Yeah, I get it.
Like if I want Chinese food, I'll find a good Chinese restaurant. If I want Italian food, I'll find a good Italian restaurant. If I want a steak, I'll find a good steakhouse. I don't need them all to be under one roof.
I also I know like Cheesecake is supposed to be like you take home like 3 or 4 servings, and like I remember when we went there, it was like I didn't really take anything home.
Yeah, but you also probably ate 7,000 calories.
Oh yeah. Tracking what I can eat and not eat anymore. It's like, oh god, this.
You're not
sucks.
going there. I can tell you that.
Yep.
You might get a bite of food.
No, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, we did some kind of tournament started this week. It's called the NCAA tournament. If you were following us on social medias, you could have jumped in our tournament. The winner of our tourney is going to get a nice prize package. Too late, too sad.
What's the prize package?
It's going to be some T-shirts, some stickers. We'll see. If it's a guy in the group, it'll be beer.
Girls can't get beer?
No. Well, no. I mean, I'm sorry. Like, if our team members get it, they'll get beer.
Got it.
Pat, you got that on your phone, right?
I could probly pull it up.
Let's see. See who's winning right now. I think it was Chris.
I know I wasn't doing too hot when I looked at it yesterday.
I was definitely not. And then Lauren Davis.
All I know is my champion's still in, so I'm ahead of Davis, I hope, at that point. Like the long-term, possibilities.
I watched a little bit yesterday, but I just didn't. I mean, it sucks. I have no time to like.
I just don't have much interest in college basketball, to be honest. I filled the bracket out, and after that, it's kind of like,
Yeah, I wish I had more. And it's funny is I'm gonna get pissed when I haven't even like looked at my tournament.
I'm 9th right now.
Okay, I'm probably like 13th.
I'm 9th out of 15. Oh, so Lindsay and Lauren both have their teams gone.
Okay.
Mickey is in 11, whoever that is.
Okay.
Von B is in 11th, tied for 11th. Peter also tied for 11th with Florida.
How many points I have left?
You have 168 total possibility.
Okay. Who's number one?
Ryan has the highest. Let's see. Steve has the highest right now possible points at 182. Ryan and Chris are at 180 max.
Who's number one right now?
Steve Anderson.
Oh yeah, Max is not in here, is he?
I don't think so.
Yeah, he didn't get in. Him and Joe, a podcast member, podcast host, the man, the myth, the legend.
All I know is I got a higher point total than Gavin, and we're tied. So I'm not looking to buy the beer at this point. Although Peter's below both of us though. Right now.
I felt
you're 1 point off the lead right now.
I went. Oh, just that's it. I went so chalk.
You're 1 point off the lead of being like kiting me and Gavin.
Oh, nice. I got so. I went so chalk this year. It pissed me off. I couldn't think of anything better. So I hope your tournament's doing better. I hope you didn't get busted.
I do the same thing I do every year. I pick 4 experts. I pick one of their regions each, and I go for that.
That's kind of a good idea.
Yeah, it doesn't work. Doesn't seem to be working so hot right now.
All right, Chris is getting ice cream, so we got to finish this up. So scoopity scoop, feel good stories. Pat Lynch's favorite.
Chris is gonna be coming back here anyways. Oh, that's why we got to hurry up. I gotcha. Now I gotcha.
Ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's see.
We got to the camera for him. I got it.
5 ways to move beyond the monster of self-doubt and pursue passion. We're not gonna. Well, you know what? Let's see if we can find these real quick for you, Pat. Please, why don't you ever list these out? Like, okay, here we go. Channel to channel. I'm sorry, that was dumb. Change the channel. Channel to channel. Competing inner voices clamoring in our heads for attention. Just quit the doubt ones. Focus on your why. Put your doubts to good use. Gather the right allies. And number 5, renegotiate your relationship to risk and reward. Okay.
That sounds like some real kumbaya generic stuff.
Mother's son was killed in robbery, but she gained another by helping rehabilitate one of the convicted boys. That's a very much stronger woman than I'll ever be.
I don't know if that's a feel good story. It's
well,
kind of sad.
I mean, she could have let it just stew. And
true, yes, but it's still a pretty sad story overall.
It's a good and a sad story. Okay. Fun and strange customs people follow in celebration of the vernal equinox this week. All right, let's see if we can get some of these real quick. The burning of socks, Pat. And what is this? Let's see. What is
burning
this
socks?
Yeah, it's one of the first day of spring. Oh, so they burn socks on the first day of spring.
Socks and Teslas.
Yep. There's a little bit of part of me that wants to buy some Tesla stock, but I'm one of those guys who's like, it's on the out, and then it'll just keep going lower.
Let me know when you're thinking about buying it, and then I'll wait for it to go down some more, and then I'll buy it.
There you go. Right. 4-year-old is ecstatic to receive reply to his messages in a bottle. I wonder if he has to send another bottle back. I don't think he does. Oh, this is kind of cool. Harvard tuition, which should have been fucking happening. They have so much goddamn money. Harvard tuition is now free for families earning under $200,000. Includes housing and books for those below $100,000. How is that not a thing already? Dumb son of a bitches.
That's gonna mean they're gonna admit more rich people.
Yeah. Also, I'm guessing if you are going there and you're smart enough, you're probably if you're not wealthy enough to get in there, you're probably unfortunately not. You're probably family just doesn't make enough, and you're just smart enough, so you're getting grants and stuff to go there.
Probably to the degree, yeah.
Yeah, 73% reduction in suicides on the Golden State Bridge since installing safety nets. That's kind of nice.
You just get stuck in the net and you got to wait for someone to come get you.
But also, this is how do you not see? Well, maybe just people are like, well, fuck it, I can't jump off this bridge. I got to find another bridge.
The Golden Gate Bridge or the Golden State Bridge?
Golden Gate Bridge.
Okay.
So like people just look at it and be like,
I've driven over that.
nice.
Some people walk over. It's a long bridge.
Yeah, how long did it take you?
To drive? I mean, driving is really quickly, but
yeah.
Yeah, driving is probably like 5-10 minutes. Depending on the traffic, though. Like, evidently, traffic is really bad there.
I can't believe I almost forgot this. The astronauts we've talked about 3 or 4 times.
They're back, baby.
They got back and they're so happy.
The one poor lady looks so like she lost so much weight in there.
She looks terrible. Like not like
she's aged.
Oh
severely.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Hopefully she's. Did they get the okay? Or they're getting checked out? Did she get the okay?
I think they were okay. Yeah. God.
I mean, your body's like obviously got a whole lot of things being subjected, and they were not expecting that long trek up there. Way to go, Boeing.
Yeah. And they're talking like it's always something political. They're talking about how Biden abandoned them. What the fuck was Biden supposed to do? Like, that's his fault. Boeing sent up a plane that couldn't come back?
Yeah. I mean, Boeing tried to convince him to send it back. Like, they're fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
No, it's fine. It's a story about those 8 things that are going wrong.
Ooh, this is kind of cool. A rare sighting of 4 snow leopards together sparks frenzy of excitement. Those are very highly endangered.
They have a snow leopard at the zoo, and one time Katrina and I were there, like one of the winter things, and someone was like, "Oh, look, it's a cheetah."
Oh God!
In the middle of winter, outside. Cheetahs and leopards don't look too much alike, for the record.
Millions praise crossing guard waltzing with sad girl whose mom arrived too late to school. Come on, mom, get your shit together. Undersea tunnel. Marvel is set to break 5 records and shave off hours of travel times in Europe. That's kind of cool. So you just it looks weird, but
where's the tunnel from?
Let's dive into it. Remember, Pat, we don't ask questions.
Sorry, I thought that was being
German and Denmark.
Okay.
A massive road and rail tunnel is being built and assembled for position under the seafloor.
I was talking to Katrina's uncle about the Autobahn because he was stationed in Germany for a while over the weekend.
Yeah, did you like it?
It's interesting. He says it's like there's 3 lanes. Like the left lane you can go so fast kind of you want. The middle is like high speed, and the right lane's kind of it's a little bit slower speed. But he's like, when people wreck though, it's like bad.
Oh, I can imagine. Yeah, yeah.
Like you don't live.
There's a lot of that this week. A lot, dude. You know what's crazy? So last Sunday, so we had the fun night. We come out last Sunday, and I didn't realize this, but like, cause we're a little bit more cautious drivers, whatever. There were a ton of fucking accidents because of the snow on Sunday. Like there was a ton of accidents. They were talking about like it was like record amount of accidents. 9-year-old Make-A-Wish survivor chosen to design ritzy restaurant sandwich for fundraiser due to his expensive taste.
Nice.
Let's see here. Oh, this is kind of cool. Earth's tiniest cat is captured on camera for the first time. The rusty spotted cat of India. Katrina would love that.
She would.
Boy saves his friend from choking at school. And his response was, "I just did my thing," which was a Heimlich.
Nice. I don't know how to do that. You have to break people's ribs, though, don't
Yes.
you? If you do it properly.
Yep. If you do it properly, people's ribs. The only reason I every time I think about the Heimlich maneuver, you ever read the book, I Hope They Serve Beer in Hell?
I think I did. I don't remember.
Yeah. She got a little something stuck in her throat, and he gave her the Heimlich maneuver. And the doctor was like, "So good news and bad news." And he's like, "Bad news is you didn't need to do the Heimlich maneuver. Good news is you know how to do the Heimlich maneuver because you broke 3 of her ribs." I did talk about this last time. Or no, maybe I didn't. I saw this. Man lives on 100 days with artificial titanium heart in new successful trial.
Wait, he lived 100 days?
With a artificial tin heart.
And then he would die?
No, I'm sorry. That's a good question, Pat. That's a great question. He got a transplant.
Oh, okay. So like a bridge.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah,
okay.
so they can...
Got it. If I only had a heart.
I was talking... You know what? I talked to this... So on Fridays, I work with a doctor, and I talked to him about this, and I was telling him, and he's like, you know why the heart is... Like, that's so... Like, they should be able to do it, but it's, like, so hard. The rhythm, like, it's like an sympathy of, like, how our heart works, and it's so hard to get right. You have, like, a 0.0000001 off of what the heart is used to, you die like that.
Interesting.
Isn't that crazy?
That's why people have pacemakers, right? Because it kind of puts it back into rhythm correctly.
Like, think about how intricate or like, why is everything got to be so fucking like? It could be so much more simpler.
Good question.
On that note, Pat,
Good question.
Listen,
Well,
that's what we're here for.
You need someone smarter than me to answer that one for
That's
you.
what we're here for, Pat. We're going to give you the questions, and you people need to go out and examine and enjoy life and answer those questions on a beautiful drinking podcast. I forgot.
That's what we're coming for the real. That's what we're coming for.
Yeah.
The hard questions.
It's funny. Me, Joe, and Danny are on like a Instagram like text thing, and there's a funny meme. It's like, I'm the guy who pre-games an all night of drinking, and I'm like, I started a podcast so I could drink before I go out and drink.
Danny's still on the shelf, or is he?
Yeah, I think he's still on the shelf. I'm not 100%, but I know
this guy might put on long-term IR soon.
Listen, it takes a while to get off those antibiotics. I think.
Yeah, you have to get him on the injury list here.
Yeah, I mean, we got to get him prepped.
We got to call someone from
We
the
need a
minors.
month. We got to get that liver back together.
We got to call someone from the minors to take his place temporarily.
Ladies and gentlemen,
We're running out of bodies here.
yeah, we got to get somebody on this.
We're running out of bodies.
Pat Lynch, if Katrina fucking breaks your kneecap, I'm screwed. I think I can figure it out. I could do a little podcast for the people. I'll take care of the people, Pat. On that beautiful note, ladies and gentlemen, do us a favor. Hit that like, subscribe, comment. For the love of God, comment. Watch till the end. If you got any questions, email Pat at the snppodcast@gmail.com. Good luck on the NCAA tournament. We'll update you next week. Let you know who's winning. And as always, we'll see you next week. Thank you again for listening.
Bye.
Got to get it right.